time to reflect on our responsibilities as citizens, on how we can contribute to our society, uphold the values of justice and equality, and work towards a brighter, sustainable future for all. In the spirit of the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, let the tricolor not only fly high above us today, but also live proudly in our hearts. Before you leave today, we invite you to capture the moment at our Independence Day selfie point and share your pride with the world. Also, do visit the Wall of Gratitude where you can pen down your heartfelt messages for our nation and its heroes. Let us take this opportunity to honor our freedom by being mindful of our environment, supporting our community, and committing ourselves to learning, innovation, and service, the very principles that have guided India's progress through history. Today is a celebration of both our heritage and the promise of the future we are building together. Jai Hind. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly stand as our director, Professor Shri Shirish Kerade, arrives accompanied by the IIT Bombay contingent. I request everybody to keep standing for the flag hoisting and the national anthem. May I now request our director, Professor Shri Shirish Kedare, to address the gathering. I now request the crowd to be seated. Thank you.
आज के इस शुभ अवसर पर सभी को शुभकामनाएं। आज भारत की 79वां स्वतंत्रता दिवस है। इट्स 79th Independence Day of India. So very good wishes to everybody, and this is a very happy occasion. At this occasion, of course, there are 2-3 points maybe we should remember that स्वतंत्रता के लिए सभी देशवासियों ने अलग-अलग जगह से प्रयास किया, एंड ये सब प्रयास अलग-अलग प्रकार के थे। तो वो शायद सत्याग्रह का स्वरूप होगा, वो अपने अपने जगह पे सही ढंग से काम करने का स्वरूप होगा, अपने अपने शक्ति से सशस्त्र प्रतिकार का प्रयास होगा। सभी के प्रयास, सभी के बुद्धि से जो जो जिन्हें सूझा, इस तरह से देश के हर एक कोने में, मतलब हर एक राज्य में, हर एक जनसमूह से, हर एक क्षेत्र से प्रयास हुआ, और जिसका फलस्वरूप हमें ये स्वतंत्रता प्राप्त हुई। और इसमें काफ़ी लोगों को जान भी न्यौछावर करनी पड़ी। तो उस समय ये था कि देश के लिए मरे, देश के लिए मरने की तैयारी रखकर लड़ाई जारी हुई। इसमें वैज्ञानिकों का भी अलग से कंट्रीब्यूशन था। वैज्ञानिकों ने भी ये सोचा कि अगर हम स्वतंत्रता की ओर जा रहे हैं तो हमें भी तैयारी करनी पड़ेगी कि यहाँ पे शोध कार्य होना चाहिए, यहाँ पे शोध कार्य करने के लिए संस्थाएं होनी चाहिए। इसी रूप से IISc, जो टाटा इंस्टीट्यूट कहलाती थी, अभी IISc बेंगलोर में जो है, उसकी स्थापना हुई। बंगाल में भी केमिकल की दृष्टि से काफ़ी प्रयास हुआ। फैक्ट्रीज चलाई, जमशेद जी ने बड़ी इंडस्ट्री चलाई, और जो होटल से लेकर स्टील इंडस्ट्री तक अलग अलग प्रकार की इंडस्ट्री, वालचंद का भी नाम उसमें काफ़ी आगे है। और इस तरह से प्रयास वैज्ञानिकों ने, तंत्र विज्ञानों ने और उद्योजकों ने भी किया। सो साइंटिस्ट, टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट, इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट, from their mind, their thought, they also tried so that the India is on its own legs, can stand on its own leg once it becomes independent. So they also started lot of schools, पाठशालाएं शुरू की। तो ये भी प्रयास उस समय हुआ। लेकिन आज का विचार, ज़रूरत ऐसी है कि देश के लिए मरने के लिए तैयार है, वो तो ठीक ही है, लेकिन देश के लिए जीने का आज समय आया है। देश के लिए जीने का मतलब क्या? तो हर पल क्या हम ये सोचते हैं कि जो मैं कर रहा हूँ वो देश के लिए सही है या नहीं? 5 बुनते हैं। एक तो हम घर से जो अपनी लाइफस्टाइल है, जीवन शैली है, क्या हम अपने घर के लिए, देश के लिए सुयोग्य है या नहीं? जैसे कि क्या हम एक दूसरे के मिल के काम करते हैं? हाँ, मैं पुरुष हूँ इसलिए मैं किचन में नहीं जाऊँगा, रसोई खाने में नहीं जाऊँगा, मैं वो भी जिम्मेवारी निभाऊँगा। मुझे घर का कोई काम कम नहीं है, उसमें कोई भेद नहीं है। ये हो सकता है क्या? क्या हम एक साथ मिल के कम से कम एक बार रोज खाना खाते हैं या और कुछ करते हैं क्या? कम से कम अपना घर जो है, कुटुंब, परिवार, वो मिलकर कुछ करते हैं क्या? ऑन अ फैमिली लेवल, आर वी टुगेदर? आर वी टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर? आर वी अंडरस्टैंडिंग ईच अदर? आर वी शेयरिंग एवरीथिंग? When you go out, we meet many other people in the society. So are we respecting everybody? हाँ, वो अलग जाति का है, वो अलग धर्म का है, वो अलग भाषा का है, वो अलग प्रांत का है, इसलिए वो अलग है। ऐसे सोचते हैं कि ये अलगता में हमें कुछ एकत्व दिखाई देता है। तो मैं काफ़ी जगह पे जाता हूँ तो ध्यान में आता है कि अरे ये फ़र्क है वहाँ पे, लेकिन खाने का तरीका, परोसने का तरीका लगभग वही है। वो शायद आम का अचार होगा या कटहल का अचार होगा अगर MP में गए तो, लेकिन है तो है। उस तरह के अलग अलग रुचियों का खाना सब जगह पे है। और भी काफ़ी बातें हैं, संस्कारों की बातें हैं, त्योहारों की बातें हैं। हर एक जगह पे उसका जो स्पिरिट है, उसकी जो कल्पना है, वो लगभग एक तरीके से है। तो हम पूरे समाज में विविधता देखेंगे कि एकता देखेंगे? इसका प्रयास करें कि एकता देखेंगे। तो हर दूसरे में, मतलब मैं कहूँगा कि हम जब समाज में जाते हैं, एक दूसरे से बातें करते हैं, तो क्या हम एक दूसरे में समानता देखते हैं या विविधता देखते हैं, भिन्नता देखते हैं? आर वी अंडरलाइंग द डिफरेंसेस? आर वी अंडरलाइंग द यूनिफाइंग प्रिंसिपल्स अंडर इट? This is second thing. The third thing is when we go out, are we disciplined? Do we follow the signals on the traffic? Do we drive against the one way? Do we throw away the waste not in the dustbin? क्या हम कचरा ठीक जगह पे डालते हैं? क्या हम गंदगी तो नहीं करते? क्या हम गलत चीज़ें तो नहीं करते? तो जो समाज चलने के लिए जो व्यवस्थाएं बनाई है अनुशासन की, क्या हम उसे मानते हैं, पालते हैं या नहीं, इसकी भी हमें हर पल इसका भी हमें हर पल विचार करना जरूरी है। तो इस तरह से हर पल देश के लिए जीना ये मुद्दा है। मैंने बताया परिवार, दूसरा बताया समाज में एक दूसरे के साथ बात, तीसरा मैंने बताया कि क्या हम अनुशासन पूर्वक अपना बर्ताव करते हैं या नहीं। चौथा मुद्दा है कि क्या हम पर्यावरण का विचार करते हैं, क्या हम ऊर्जा, पानी वेस्ट करते हैं, क्या हम कचरा रिसाइकल करते हैं, कचरा अगर सेग्रीगेट करना है, प्लास्टिक नहीं, कम से कम करना है, उसको अलग करना है, क्या हम करते हैं, क्या हमारे जगह पर हम इसकी व्यवस्था निर्माण करते हैं। पर्यावरण का विचार जो है, जो रिड्यूस, हमारी आवश्यकता जब तक हम कम नहीं करेंगे तो हमें संसाधन पूरे नहीं पड़ेंगे। देयर आर नो अनलिमिटेड रिसोर्सेस टू सेटिस्फाइड एवरीबडीज ग्रीड। तो हमें ग्रीड न होते हुए क्या हमारे ज़रूरत है, द नीड्स कैन बी सेटिस्फाइड बट नॉट द ग्रीड्स, ऐसे गांधी जी कहते हैं। तो पर्यावरण का विचार, ऊर्जा बचाने का विचार, क्या हमारा कार्बन फुटप्रिंट हम ज़ीरो कर सकते हैं, क्या कार्बन एब्सॉर्बिंग कर सकते हैं, तो क्या हम हमारा कार्बन फुटप्रिंट मेजर करते हैं। तो ये एक चौथा विचार है। और आखिरी विचार जो शायद आज ज़्यादा उजागर हो रहा है आज की स्थिति में, वो है जो तिलक जी ने शुरुआत की थी उस विचार की, स्वदेशी। आखिर में देश चलता है तो आर्थिक व्यवस्था जो है उसमें हमें स्वतंत्रता मिलना ये ज़रूरी है। तो आपको पता है कंटेक्स्ट, तो उस कंटेक्स्ट में आज हम स्वदेशी चीज़ें इस्तेमाल करते हैं क्या? तो ये स्वदेशी चीज़ें क्या है? हाँ, लगता है ये तो सालों से यहाँ है तो स्वदेशी होगी, लेकिन अगर आप कंपनी की होल्डिंग देखेंगे तो वो क्या है, यहाँ तक थोड़ा जाके स्वदेशी चीज़ें इस्तेमाल करना, स्वदेशी फ़ोन, स्वदेशी सॉफ्टवेयर, स्वदेशी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स। तो हम अभी कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि मेडटेक में चाइना और यूएस से इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स आते हैं, क्या हम यहाँ बनाएंगे? हमारे यहाँ एमआरआई यहाँ बनाने का प्रयास चल रहा है, प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा है समीर के साथ, समीर जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है। तो इस तरह से काफ़ी बातें हैं कि जो आज हर पल देश के लिए जीना ये संकल्पना है। तो आज एक विद्यार्थी, प्राध्यापक, आईआईटी के कर्मचारी, इस नाते आज ज़रूरी है कि हाँ, ज़रूरत हो तो देश के लिए मरेंगे भी, लेकिन हर पल देश के लिए कैसे जिए इसका विचार करके रोज जीना जरूरी है, ऐसे मुझे लगता है। धन्यवाद। पुन्हा एकदा भारत के 79वें स्वतंत्रता दिवस पर सभी को बधाई, शुभेच्छा। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much for your words, sir. Truly enriching and inspiring. I now request you to take your seat. I would now like to introduce our chief guest, Sri Rajiv M. Pandya, a distinguished alumnus of IIT Bombay. Mr. Pandya graduated with a BTech in chemical engineering in 1971 and earned a master's degree in the same field from Stanford University. Mr. Pandya is a well-known name in the chemical industry. Over his 50-year career, he has been closely involved in 6 large chemical projects, overseeing the entire process from site selection to commissioning. From 2000 to 2002, he served as the president of the Indian Chemical Manufacturers Association, which is now known as the Indian Chemical Council. In 2009, Mr. Pandya was honored with the ICC Lifetime Achievement Award from the Indian Chemical Council for his significant contributions to the Indian chemical industry. Previously, he led SI Group India from 1992 until December 2008, serving as its vice chairman and managing director, group advisor and director of global markets. He has been invited to present at approximately 80 international conferences across the USA, Europe, and Asia. He has also written extensively for several reputable journals and financial newspapers, focusing on topics such as petrochemicals and specialty chemicals. Additionally, he has served as a jury member for industry awards and has been involved in high-level audits concerning environment, health and safety, sustainability, and technology functions. Furthermore, he is a Rotary International Scholar and a Fellow of both the Indian National Academy of Engineering and the Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers. He currently holds the position of Independent Director on boards of several companies, including Transpec Industry Limited, the Supreme Industries, Supreme Petrochem Limited, and Tirumalai Chemicals Limited in India, as well as Optimistic Organ in Malaysia and TCL in the US. As a board member and consultant, he advises various Indian and international companies on strategy, project execution, and operational excellence. We are privileged to have with him us today. I request him to kindly address the gathering.
Professor Kedare, distinguished faculty of the Institute, and members of the IIT community. Every Independence Day provides us an opportunity of introspecting, of where the journey began in 1947, how far we have come from there, and more importantly, where are we headed in the years to come. We have come quite some distance over the last 8 decades, but if we are to become Vikasit Bharat, a developed nation by 2047, which we want to be, there is still a long distance to traverse. And in the next few minutes, I want to deal with 4 major challenges that we would face in reaching this status of a developed nation in another 20 years, and what IIT Bombay can contribute to that mission. The first challenge that we are faced with is the great divide between urban and rural India. Most of India still resides in villages, and if we compare the standards of healthcare, of infrastructure, of education, of housing between urban India and rural India, there is a huge gap. Fortunately, with artificial intelligence, with medtech, with electronics, with telecom, it is easier today to fill this gap or bridge this gap than it was in the past. And this is where I believe IIT Bombay can play a very substantial role. Professor Kannan's spoken tutorial, which has been internationally recognized, is one step in this direction of taking education to the doorstep of rural India, to people who otherwise cannot afford it, who cannot afford or cannot access quality education that is being offered through these programs. And with the use of artificial intelligence, with our multidisciplinary approach in medtech, electronics, civil engineering, I'm sure we can contribute to building low-cost modular housing. We can upgrade the levels of education even remotely. We can set up diagnostic centers by which it will be easier, much easier to offer quality healthcare and bridge this divide. So this is the first challenge. The second challenge is in the past, we have relied mainly on technologies developed in the West. And these technologies were developed primarily for what we consider in our country the middle class and the higher income group. The strata which Professor C.K. Prahlad identified as the bottom of the pyramid, the bottom 10-20%, they were unfortunately overlooked when these technologies were developed. And we in India over the last 80 years have not contributed as much as we should have to this bottom of the pyramid. But now the time has come to make a course correction. Again, with the help of AI, with the help of CSR that IIT Bombay is now quite active in, with the help of telecom, I believe that it is possible to bridge this shortfall. I would therefore state as one of my aspirations that in the next few years, IIT Bombay would come up with at least one technology, be it a new drug discovery system, a new diagnostic tool, a new affordable house design, a new model village design, by which IIT Bombay would become a household name in India, especially rural India at the bottom of the pyramid, and it would substantially impact the lives of people and bring them up to where they legitimately belong. This is my second aspiration. My third aspiration relates to the current problem that we face, which is many graduates are not able to find suitable employment in India. Now, one reason is that we have not succeeded in creating an ecosystem where the private sector and the foreign investors feel confident of building large manufacturing plants or even service-oriented facilities in India, bring in capital, create jobs, and employ our graduates. This ecosystem needs to be cultivated. And this is what China did, Thailand did, Singapore did, Korea did, and many other Asian neighbors of ours did. Now, we have in IIT the Ashank Desai Center for Policy Studies. And I believe in India so far we have not had an independent think tank. We do have Niti Aayog, which is a government oriented think tank, and it makes its own contribution. But we need someone to go into the details as to why is it that we are not able to create an ecosystem where industries could be attracted and jobs could be created. This needs to be done through a survey, contacting various stakeholders, finding out what their realities on the grounds are, what are their objections, what can we do to make them feel welcome in India. And it needs essentially a high-level plan for the PMO and the state CMOs, but also a very ground-level plan to indicate what it needs to bring industry into India. To give you just an example, we keep hearing about a single window clearance, but I do not believe anybody has had the architecture of the single window clearance put down in micro terms. And this is what we need, a high-level overview and also a very ground-level detailed plan. And I would hope that at some stage, the Center for Policy Studies would take up this challenge. The final challenge that I wanted to deal with has already been dealt with partly by Professor Kedare, and that is the environmental degradation. Compared to our Western neighbors and countries, allies, our contribution to the environmental degradation is much less. But however, it has reached a level where we cannot ignore it. And instead of treating it as a liability, how can we treat it as an asset? So let me give you some data points. Let me confine myself just to solid waste. And within solid waste, confine myself to only 3 types. Agro waste, construction and demolition waste, that is when buildings are brought down and the waste that accumulates, and plastic waste. Plastic waste is, though contrary to public perception, plastic waste is much smaller in quantity per capita than agro waste and construction demolition waste. Now, to give you a perspective, each one of us generates 630 kilograms of solid waste belonging to only these 3 categories year after year after year, and that number keeps growing with the GDP. So in other words, we add to this planet almost 11 times our average weight year after year in terms of solid waste. And this goes to landfills, it goes to very undesirable places, but it has material value, it has energy value, it can be valorized. Now, IIT Bombay has been thinking of a center of circular economy and center of excellence, and I'm hoping that it would take up these challenges. For instance, can we find a solution to stubble burning in the north, which we face year after year in terms of the damage that it causes to our fellow countrymen in the north? Can we mandate through the Center of Policy Studies and through our civil engineering department? I know Professor Singh has been doing some work in this area. Can we mandate that every house must have at least 40% recycled materials? Can we, using AI and other disciplines, segregate plastic waste? Now, there is, I know, a startup. Segregating of plastics is very difficult, whether it's polyethylene, polypropylene, PVC, PET. But there is a startup which has synthesized artificial intelligence, optics, and mechanical engineering to segregate waste, and they have succeeded quite significantly. So through SIGN, through our own environmental efforts, can IIT Bombay develop processes by which plastic waste can be segregated? So as I said, there are 4 major challenges that I see. And I believe that IIT Bombay has the caliber, the capability, and the bandwidth to address each one of them significantly. I genuinely believe, Professor Kedare, that the pin code 400076 has the highest intellectual density in the whole of the country. And this is therefore a challenge for all my fellow members of the IIT community, that here is an opportunity for them to contribute and give back to our society what we have taken from them. I thank you for inviting me here today. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much for your inspirational words, sir. You're truly a role model to all of us. May I now request the director, Professor Shri Shirish Kedare, to present a bouquet and a memento as a token of gratitude. We shall now facilitate the 2 longest serving employees of our institute, Shri Naresh Talavdekar and Shri Prasanna Hate, Senior Administrative Superintendents, Academic Section, have dedicated 40 years and 1 month of exemplary service. Their support, commitment, and contributions have been invaluable to IIT Bombay. May I request our Director and Chief Guest to kindly present the honors. Thank you, sir. May I please request you to take your seat. We shall now begin with the cultural program.
सुप्रभात। स्वतंत्रता दिवस के शुभ अवसर हेतु आप सभी सृजनों को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। स्वतंत्रता, सुराज्यता, विकसित राष्ट्र, सशस्त्र राष्ट्र एवं सजग सक्षम राष्ट्र, ऐसा हम भारतीयों का यशस्वी प्रयास हम कायम बनाए रखें। राष्ट्र, समाज, प्रकृति पर्यावरण और परिवार, यह पंचसूत्री का हम अलंकरण करें और राष्ट्र प्रथम यह भावना विकसित हो, ऐसी आशा करते हुए हम एनएसओ वोकल्स के विद्यार्थी आपके सम्मुख गीत प्रस्तुत करेंगे। ए वतन फूल क्या चीज़ है तेरे कदमों पे हम भेंट अपने पराक्रमों की चढ़ा जाएंगे। कोई कश्मीर से, कोई पंजाब से, कोई गुजरात से तो कोई महाराष्ट्र से, तेरी पूजा की थाली में लाए हैं हम फूल हर रंग के आज हर डाल के, हर रंग के आज हर डाल के। आओ हम सब मिलकर अपने देश की आन बान और शान को बनाए रखें और उस आज़ादी की कीमत याद रखें जो हमें अनगिनत पराक्रमों के बाद मिली। प्रस्तुत करने जा रहे हैं संस्कृत समूह गीत जयतु जननी।
माझ्या मातृभूमीचा प्रत्येक रंग हा स्वातंत्र्याच्या कथा सांगतो. सिंदुरासारखा लाल रंग आमच्या शौर्याचा, हिरवा रंग आमच्या आशा आकांक्षा आणि समृद्धीचा आणि केशरी रंग आमच्या अभिमानाचा. आज आपण सर्वजण सतरंगी रंगात एकत्र येऊन या मातृभूमीला वंदन करूया. चला तर मग या स्वातंत्र्याच्या पर्वात ऐकूया सतरंगी रंगोत्सव.
This concludes the Independence Day ceremony. We now move to BNAG Auditorium, VMCC, for the Staff Excellence Awards. Thank you all for your presence and participation. Thank you and Jai Hind.